I first noticed the door when I was 8. A narrow wooden frame at the end of the hallway, painted the same dull beige as the walls. So easy to overlook, so easy to forget, except I never forgot it. Even now, at 23, it still waits there. Silent, closed, untouched, yet somehow, aware. My family always walks past it with the same strange rhythm. Eyes forward, voices louder, as if pretending hard enough can erase the thick shadow around it. Tonight, the hallway feels colder. The air presses against my skin with a damp heaviness. The house creaks with slow, uneasy breaths. And the door seems closer than before. I stop in front of it. My heartbeat thumps against my ribs, sharp and uneven. The wooden floor feels soft under my feet, almost like damp soil. A faint smell rises from below, a smell like wet metal and old dust. I reach toward the doorknob. The metal is freezing. A sting shoots through my fingertips. My breath curls in front of me like smoke. Behind me, the living room lights glow warm and safe. But the hallway stays dim. And the door absorbs every bit of light, like a mouth refusing to open. A soft vibration hums from within the walls. Low, steady, almost like someone breathing on the other side. I hear a sound, a tiny click, a whisper of metal shifting. The doorknob turns by itself. Slowly, silently, my skin crawls. A cold wave slides down my spine. The air thickens until every breath feels like swallowing fog. The door opens an inch. Just an inch. Just enough for darkness to spill out like ink. I lean closer. My pulse pounds in my ears. A cold draft wraps around my ankles, thin as fingers. Then I hear it, a quiet voice, soft, near my ear, inside my head. Finally, you heard me. I freeze. My throat tightens. My vision blurs at the edges. The voice continues, calm, patient. You took so long. The darkness inside the room shifts. I hear something drag across the floor. Slow, uneven, coming toward the door. The hallway lights flicker. The air grows colder. My legs feel weak, as if the floor is slipping away beneath me. And then, from the crack in the doorway, an eye appears. Not human, too large, too dark, reflecting only me, watching, waiting. My breath stops as the voice whispers again. Do you want to know why they pretend I do not exist? I step back, but my foot catches on the edge of the rug. A sharp tug of pain shoots through my ankle. I stumble, nearly falling into the hallway walls. The door moves more now. Faster, as if sensing my fear. The eye retreats. Then another appears. Smaller, higher on the doorway. Then another, and another. They form a line, like cracks in the darkness, all staring at me. The whispering grows louder. No longer just words. Now it is a chorus. Rising and falling like wind through hollow pipes. I clutch my ears. It does not stop. It penetrates. I hear fragments of conversations. Things my family never said aloud. Secrets, promises, regrets. Things buried and locked away in silence. The floor beneath me shivers. The walls pulse. I feel pressure against my chest, like something invisible is pressing down. I cannot move. I cannot breathe. The room yawns wider now. The darkness stretches outward, creeping along the walls. Shadows coil around the corners like living snakes. They reach for the hallway, stretching long, thin fingers toward me. I hear it again. The voice, close now, whispering just behind my ear. They do not speak of me because they fear what will happen. Because they cannot control me. Because they know I remember everything. I swallow. My mouth is dry, my tongue heavy. The hallway seems endless now. And the doorway is no longer at the end. It is everywhere. I glance back at the living room. The warm light, the familiar furniture, but it feels distant, unreal. As if I am trapped between two worlds. Something moves in the room. A figure, slow and deliberate. Tall, thin, limbs bending in impossible angles. It does not step, it slides across the floor. The dragging sound grows louder. Closer. My heart pounds so hard I think it will break my ribs. I want to scream, but my voice is gone. I try to step back. The hallway stretches beneath me. The floor cracks like ice. The figure pauses at the doorway. Its face, I cannot see. Only shadows and shapes, moving beneath the blackness. You see me now, you cannot unsee. You cannot pretend. They pretend, but I am always here. The temperature drops further. My breath forms clouds, freezing in the air. Fingers of ice creep up my arms. The darkness behind the door pulses with life. It beckons me, pulls at me. I stumble forward, almost hypnotized. The eye reappears, wide and glimmering. It is not just an eye. It is a reflection. My face, twisted. Fear and recognition mixing into something I do not remember. The voice speaks again. Low, soft, insistent. Every lie, every secret, every whispered word in this house, I have seen. I have felt. And I remember. The shadows spill into the hallway. They stretch across the floor. Across the walls. Across me. Wrapping, binding, pressing. I fight to pull away. But my legs are lead. My arms useless. The air is thick, choking. My ears ring. I hear my mother's voice from far away, calling my name, but it is distorted, echoing, unnatural. It does not comfort me. It only makes the shadows writhe faster. Something touches my shoulder. Cold, wet, sticky. I jerk back, but it follows, sliding down my arm. I feel it on my chest. My stomach. It smells of iron and decay. I realize the room is not just a room. It is alive. It is memory. It is wrath. It is punishment. And my family, they do not escape it. They hide, but they cannot erase it. They do not speak, but they fear it with every heartbeat. The figure leans closer. Its voice now 1,000 whispers layered together. Welcome home. You cannot leave. Because once you see, you belong. Forever. I try to scream. I try to pull away. But the hallway has vanished. The door is no longer a boundary. It is everywhere. And the room is me. And I do not know if I will ever step back into the world outside. The shadows fold over me. The darkness presses, tight and suffocating. The whispers crawl into my skull, unrelenting. And I realize, with bone-deep terror, that my family's silence was not protection. It was survival. The door shuts behind me. The hallway is gone. The living room, the lights, the warmth, gone. I am inside the room. The room that remembers. The room that waits. The room my family pretends does not exist. And I am not sure if I will ever leave it. I stand in the room, trembling. The shadows have pulled back slightly, as if observing me. The whispers fade into a low hum, leaving only the sound of my own breathing. I notice the air is still cold, but less suffocating. The darkness no longer presses as tightly against my skin. I take a cautious step back toward the door. It is still there, waiting. The wooden frame solid, unyielding. The eye that haunted me is gone, leaving only an empty black space. I reach for the doorknob. The metal is cold, but familiar. I turn it slowly, holding my breath. The hallway floods back into view. The warm glow of the living room lights greets me. The house smells normal again, faintly of wood polish and dinner. I glance down the hallway at the door. It stands closed, unremarkable, as if it had never moved. No shadows linger. No whispers remain. My family appears from the other rooms. They smile, casual, unaware, or pretending not to notice anything. I realize their silence was never cruelty. It was caution, respect, and fear. I step fully into the hallway. The room behind me seems distant now, almost unreal. Its darkness has receded, contained once more. I promise myself I will never speak of it. I will never open that door again. And yet, I will never forget it. Sometimes, late at night, I feel the cold draft in the hallway. I hear the faintest whisper beneath the floorboards. A reminder that the room exists, even if my family pretends it does not. I learn to live with the memory, to carry the knowledge quietly, and to honor the silence that keeps us all safe. The room waits, always waiting, and I walk past it with steady steps, knowing I am stronger than fear. For now.